Cumberland Gap by Jason Isbell is capoed on the 2nd fret, and the intro is a combination of A minor chords and D minor chords. Just standard A minor, standard D minor. Now the rhythm on it actually involves a lot of kind of emphasizing the upbeat, and you do that with up strums. Like those last 3 emphasis were all up strums. After the intro, you go to a quick choppy F, C, and G to bring it out of the intro and into the verse. And all of those are up strums as well. F, C, G. You can see the F chord there, the C chord, the G chord. Then out of that it goes back into the A minors and D minors for the verse. Now in the verse, you can hear Jason Isbell doing a little bit of embellishing with his A minors, where occasionally after the D minor, coming out of the D minor, going back into the A minor, he will lift up his 2nd finger, exposing the open 4th string, and then hammer it back down onto the 2nd fret of the 4th string. You also will hear him hammer onto the open 6th string with his pinky finger to the respective 3rd fret of the 6th string, giving like... things like that. So you can play along with that as you listen to the record and play with the song. Okay, so out of the verse it goes to a quick choppy F, C, G again, and then goes into the chorus. The chorus is going to be an F, a C, and a G, and it does that a few times. F, C, G, and then back up into the A minors for another verse. Okay, so whenever it goes to the bridge, the way that you play the bridge is I take my 1st finger and I just bar completely across the 1st fret, respective to our capo, and then I put my ring finger down on the 4th string 3rd fret and my pinky finger down on the 3rd string 4th fret, respective to the capo. And you get that chord. Now, in reality, what we're looking at here is basically a C chord. And don't let my 2nd finger confuse you. It's not fretting anything down here. I'm just pulling it back out of the way. So in reality, it's a real C chord, but respective to the capo, I guess maybe this is an A sharp or something. And then it jumps up 2 frets to the respective 3rd fret of the capo, which is an actual formation of a D chord, but that's what the bridge is. And it repeats that a couple of times, and then the last time it goes into a G chord. And then back into the A minors and D minors. The 2nd guitar part for this song does not use a capo, and I want to show you some of the things that the 2nd guitar part does in conjunction with the 1st guitar part. So just to give you a frame of reference, whenever the 1st guitar part is doing our chunky F part that we talked about earlier, those real chords are a G, a D, and an A. So the electric guitar, the kind of the lead guitar, is fretting, it sounds like he's fretting the 1st and 2nd strings on the 2nd fret, the 3rd fret, with his, I'm using my pinky and ring, I don't know what he's using. But that's your G, and then a standard D chord, and then an A chord that I'm just using 1 finger to fret across the 2nd fret of the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th strings. You get, and then it sounds like he runs up to this shape of an A. I'm making this shape of an A with my ring finger on the 4th string 7th fret, my 2nd finger on the 3rd string 6th fret, and my 1st finger on the 2nd string 5th fret. So he does that in conjunction with the choppy parts. Then whenever it gets into the verse, he is droning on basically a B sound. You can hear him maybe start on the 3rd string 2nd fret and pull up to the 3rd string 4th fret. Or maybe he hammers it. I'm not sure. But immediately behind that, you would hit the open 2nd string behind it, and you've got 2 of the same note right there. After that, what he does is just kind of meanders around in a little box here between the 3rd string, 2nd string, and 1st string. Sometimes he maybe puts his 2nd finger down on the 2nd string 3rd fret. Sometimes he lowers it down to the 2nd string 2nd fret. Sometimes he may fret the 2nd string on the 3rd fret with his 2nd finger and fret the 1st string on the he may fret the 2nd string on the 3rd fret with his 2nd finger and fret the 1st string on the 2nd fret with his 1st finger. So it's really just jingle jangles around in this B minor formation right here. With probably all kinds of hammer-ons and pull-offs that you can just play around with until you get something that sounds good. And that's what he's doing until it goes back to the choppy part, and he'll jump into this G, D, A again. Now, whenever it goes to the chorus, what the chorus sounds like is happening is you're going to go to a G chord, but not a standard G chord. It's going to be kind of a jangly G chord. I pull up from the 4th string 4th fret into the 4th string 5th fret with my ring finger, and then hit the open 3rd string behind it, and then I fret with my 1st finger on the 2nd string 3rd fret. So you've got all these notes of a G chord right here. And you basically just cross-pick between these 3 strings, occasionally allowing this hammer-on to take place, or this slide-up to take place from the 4th string 4th fret into the 4th string 5th fret. And then you walk that down. 4th string 4th fret to the 4th string 2nd fret, 4th string 2nd fret to the 4th string open. And the chorus is just kind of noodling around with stuff that sounds like that. The last lead part for this song I can hear happening over the bridge, and it's going to be happening in a version of a C chord and a D chord. Here's how I'm making these chords. You're going to I put my ring finger on the 3rd string 5th fret, my pinky finger on the 2nd string 5th fret, and my 1st finger on the 1st string 3rd fret. That's going to be your C chord. Slide that up 2 frets, and that's going to be your D chord. Now inside of this, there's a lot of picking, pull-offs, and hammer-ons that are taking place. Try to explain how to do that, because I kind of get lost trying to explain it. But I pick the 3rd string and the 2nd string that I have fretted, and then pull off on the 1st string with my 1st finger off of the 3rd fret to open, and then immediately behind that move my 1st finger to the 2nd string 3rd fret and hammer on with my pinky finger, and then come back up to the high E string and pull off again from the 3rd fret to open, and then go right back to the 2nd string 3rd fret and hammer on to the 5th fret and pull off again. And then slide that whole formation up 2 frets to your D and do the exact same thing. slide back down again.